Maybe I should do the nearest. Let's try that.
Okay.
And okay, so I think it's this guy right here. Nope, not that one. Here we go. Like that guy.
Not yet. Nope. All that does, pushing it, just turns the cursor on and off.
Oh, okay.
That's all that does.
So now I got that highlighted.
Okay. There's a direct to button, a D with an arrow through it.
Oh yeah, that's right. And
direct.
then enter.
Enter.
Enter. Activate. And then.
All right. Good.
Yeah. So we're going to be heading right. I missed it. Can I just try one thing before we head up?
Sure.
I want to slow down the plane and see if I can maintain the altitude. I'm going to slow it down to... can maintain this guy.
Let's keep pitching back though. And right rudder. A little bit, good plane's drifting. Alright. So yeah, it's just basically a coordination exercise. You're bringing the throttle back and timing your pitch back, you know, just to match that. If you get really good at it, you can just go in and out with the throttle, in and out, and through the use of your pitch, just maintaining constant altitude.
This is a good exercise.
Yeah, and then it's even better if you look out, don't even look at the instruments and try to do it, just looking strictly outside the airplane.
Okay, let's try that.
Pitch back though, yeah. Pitch back. Then at the end of it, you can kind of see where you end up altitude-wise.
I have to pull back a lot on this one.
Yeah. This is actually an exercise we use for instrument training. It's being able to fly at various airspeeds, but it's actually I never thought about using it for private pilot, but
I like this exercise.
yeah.
At least I'm doing something.
It gives you a feel for the airplane for sure. And actually, this will actually come directly into play when when learning to land. Because as you're reducing power coming into land, you have to compensate with that with the use of elevator.
I like this.
So just for a moment, let's see what this airspace is here. Okay, just for a moment, just momentarily, bring the power all the way back to idle and pitch back at the same time. Okay, so we'll take it to the extreme. All right, pitch back, pitch back, pitch back. Okay, and then add power back in. How high the nose has to go. Basically, that's your landing configuration right there. Except we don't have the flaps in right now. But anyway, it gives you the idea. Thank you for introducing a new exercise that I will use for future students.
And actually, I like this exercise, so let me do a few more before we get to that hill.
Yeah, but like you said, since we're going back anyway, might as well put the time to use.
I'm trying to do this without looking at the instrument here.
Yeah.
And I'm just making sure I'm heading the right place. Actually, this helps me a lot on my rudder controls, because I'm using basically my rudder to make sure I'm lined up on a point.
Because we're getting a little bit of irregular winds out here.
And let's see, I just want to see if I can scrub up speed here. Good, very easily. Okay, the rudder becomes it's starting to become instinctive, because when I look out and I'm applying the power and the plane wants to go left, I'm just pushing my right foot to prevent it from going left. Very nice.
I think we did this exercise before, but we can do it on the way back. Also, bring your power back a little bit to like 21. And I think we did this before, but maybe we'll have more meaning now. Is if without using rudder, just go like this, back and forth. You kind of get a rocking effect on the front nose. See that?
Huh?
Have we done this? I think we did.
No, we haven't done this.
All right, well, see how that nose rocks?
Huh?
Well, now if you use your rudder in conjunction with the turn, you can go like this. Keep it right on a line. See? It doesn't rock back and forth like this. This is called Dutch roll. That it kind of goes back and forth like that. So you give it a try.
So when I turn right, I hit right rudder?
Yeah, a little bit, not a lot, but just get an idea for how much, and then swing it back and forth, just back and forth, using your rudder in conjunction with your turn. All right, back and forth. All right, you can be pretty extreme. Yeah, you can do it a lot. If you put too much rudder, you'll feel it, but you need just enough to keep it. Try to keep the nose on a rope. But now that's going.
Okay.
That's good. Now go back and forth without doing the rudder. Okay, just back and forth. You see how that nose rocks back and forth. See that? And that's what the rudder.
Okay. So the idea is to make that nose point to the same fixed point. Okay.
That's right. That's it. Because that rocking is actually due to that, what I was calling that adverse yaw effect, because
Okay, this is actually more interesting than flying just straight.
Well, it's more educational. All right, let's get the ATIS.
With information available on high watch for surface frequencies. Caution for activities on in the vicinity of the airport. Is caution for depression at the approach end of runway 13. Prepare hold short instructions and runway assignment. Provide ground control runway 13 departure request. Advise on the least contact you have Foxtrot. Palo Alto Tower Information Foxtrot 19470, wind 0706, visibility 3 haze, 500 scatter, temperature 14, 2.11, altimeter 3026. GPS approaching yield, circle north for runway 13, landing and departing runway 13. Passage weather information available on high watch for surface frequencies. Caution for activities on in the vicinity of the airport. Is caution for depression at the approach end of runway 13. Prepare hold short instructions and runway assignment. Provide ground control runway 13 departure request. Advise on the least contact you have Foxtrot.
076.
Yeah.
Palo Alto Tower Information Foxtrot 19470, wind 0706, visibility 3 haze. 500 scatter, temperature
070 is about 60 degrees to runway 13, so you can consider the 6 knots all to be crosswind. Anything 6 degrees or higher.
6 is very calm.
That's relatively calm.
Okay.
There's enough there. We might feel it a little bit. All right, let's reduce our power. We'll start our descent. And you can tune in tower here.
Provide ground control runway 13 departure request. Advise on the least contact you have Foxtrot.
All right, and because they're using 13, more than likely, then they'll just have us enter a right base, maybe rather than a right downwind. We'll see.
What's the distance to Palo Alto here?
It's up at the top. Right here.
Oh, okay.
On the tower, we need 2 174 Juliet, ready for takeoff, 13, left 270.
Actually, we're at about 8 miles south.
Alright, so let's pull the power all the way back. We'll just glide down to our, we want to get down below 2,500, so pull it all the way back. Just all the way.
All the way?
Yep. And you can trim it if you like. Let's see if we can get to that best glide airspeed we talked about on the board.
78 Bravo, contact
68 knots.
78 Bravo.
Right, power all the way back, okay. Pitch up to get about, right about here. And then if you hold the wings level with no power, that usually gets you about 68 knots.
This is the 2 Charlie Lima, just verify you said you're canceling IFR?
We can do that, yes. Cancel IFR.
2 Charlie Lima. Thank you, sir.
Right, pitch back a little bit, you'll probably have to trim it some more.
274 Juliet, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
74 Juliet, clear for takeoff.
68.
Alright, so
2 Charlie Lima, enter left downwind, runway 13.
this is basically a simulated engine failure. This is what the plane feels like when there's no engine power. Okay, so if you were to lose the engine, the plane just turns into a nice glider. We would just look for a place to land. That's going to be the next flight.
Still dropping.
I know, we will go down, but we're going down at a minimum rate.
So we want to maintain 68.
That's right. Right now you can make a call to Palo Alto Tower. You see Palo Alto Tower, 5010 Charlie. We're coming up on Stanford with information Foxtrot, full stop.
Palo Alto Tower, 5010 Charlie, right over Stanford.
We're coming up on Stanford.
Coming up on Stanford, full stop. Okay.
With information Foxtrot.
Information Foxtrot.
Let's turn to the left.
Palo Alto Tower, Cessna 5010 Charlie. We're coming up on Stanford. Full stop, information Foxtrot.
So 5010 Charlie, Palo Alto Tower, make right traffic, runway 13.
Right in traffic, runway 13, 10 Charlie.
Okay, so that would suggest that we should enter a right downwind. So, we could bring the power back.
Number 1, runway 13, clear to land.
Number 1, runway 13, clear to land.
And you'll probably need to adjust your trim again once you do that.
I want to maintain 2,000.
We can go down to 1,500.
Okay.
Or lower than though. Between 1,500 and 2,000 is fine. Actually, yeah, you're nice. Yeah, the airport's a little bit to the right. We can see that on the map. Blue track vector on the plane. If you just aim that right at the airport, then you can go right on it. Okay.
Is this considered IFR?
No. Believe it or not.
Okay.
All right, good time to do your pre-landing checklist.
And I think that means, okay, pre-landing. Dual valves on both. Sure is rich. Get full pipe and soft, and it is. The brakes?
Yep, you can add power now back and we'll go level off. Put in about 2,200, that'll help us level off. And turn about 10 degrees to the right. Now this is VFR, believe it or not. Although it's very hard to see the airport.
It's amazing.
27 Port Juliet, traffic, 11 o'clock.
Okay, so let's see. Belts fastened, final approach config, 65 knots, full flaps. Okay, so that's it.
And Palo Alto Tower, Skyline 1261 Sierra is ready to go. 13 left overhead 270.
Skyline 1261 Sierra, Palo Alto Tower, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 610.
This 10 Charlie traffic, 12 o'clock, 1 mile opposite direction, altitude indicates 2,500, passing above you.
Okay, looking, traffic in sight, 10 Charlie.
And 740 Juliet in sight.
Saw that.
Roger. Additional traffic just southwest of the slack is an aircraft maneuvering at 3,500. For exchange approved, good day.
740 Juliet, thank you. Alto Tower, 226 number, holding short of 13, ready for left.
Okay, we can take this checklist. I'll hold it over here. Get out of your way.
26 kilo November, Palo Alto Tower, pull short, runway 13.
Pull up, holding short, 226 number, runway 13.
The 2 Charlie Lima, I'll call your base.
You call base, 2 Charlie Lima.
When you tell them when we're entering the downwind?
They'll see us, but sorry, now we can start to gradually get down to 1,000 feet, which is pattern altitude. We reduce power just a little bit.
Train 16 November, left crossing outside the F1 Cessna, they're left 270, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Okay, now you can start to turn to downwind to the left.
The 2 Charlie Lima, base, your near discretion.
30 base, 2 Charlie Lima.
Are we going to cross in front of the runway?
No, yeah, we're just going to go this way. No,
We're going to go this way,
yeah.
parallel.
Yeah, parallel.
So once you're Charlie number 2, fall Cessna, left base, runway 13, clear to land.
All right, number 2, left for traffic, clear to land, 13, what's your choice?
Oh, I forgot, we're going this way.
That's right. Now, don't do this too often. All right, aim a little bit, look at the runway, look over here, and just fly parallel to it if you can. All right, a little bit more.
A little bit more to the left?
Yeah, a little bit more to the left. Right there is good. Right, yes. Altitude's good. Now we just fly this here. All right, the airplane we're following is down low to our right.
Oh, I see him.
All right, so at this point,
We're going to wait until he gets to the...
We wait till he passes us there.
traffic.
All right, now reduce your power to 1700, and then you can put in 10 degrees of flaps.
Okay, we're at 91, 10 degrees coming down.
All right, now pitch down slightly. We're going to start our descent here. Bring power back to 17, good. Now as we go into the turn, as soon as we scrub off enough speed to get below 85, we'll put in the next 10. So now you start your turn to the right, 90 degree turn. Under 85, go ahead and put in 10 degrees of flaps. Another 10 is. Continue to pitch down though. All right, good.
Okay, with 75.
All right, good.
79, sorry.
75, 79, that's good. So there's your runway.
Okay.
All right, now go ahead and start to turn to final. Drop in full flaps.
Full flaps coming down.
And we're looking for 65 knots on final.
Okay, I'm going to...
All right, now we're a little high, so just reach down to your power, reduce your power. That's how we're going to control this.
2 Charlie Lima, thanks for the help, sir. Contact ground, good day.
All right, bring the power all the way back, since we're a little on the high side. That just means that we didn't descend enough on the downwind and base. Power all the way back. There you go. And we'll just hold the nose up, just like we did coming over the hill there. Once we get back to our normal altitude, we'll add power back in.
Yeah, I see both white.
Okay. Yeah, okay, hold the nose up slightly. We won't wait till we see the red light before we add power in, because there's some inertia of the plane going down. So we're looking mainly at the runway perspective. Right, and it's starting to come into the right range here. So start to add power right now.
Train 6 Kilo November, contact NorCal.
Just a little bit. Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
25, 35.
All right, keep the plane coming down.
That's a 610, contact NorCal, approach 135.
First speed's about 65 knots.
35, 65.
Okay, there's your red light.
There it is.
All right, reduce your power now. All the way, we're just going to glide it in from here, okay? Now start to look at the whole runway, not just the numbers. Look at the whole runway now. Try to gauge your rate of sink. Try to keep it on the center of the runway. Keep controlling. Use those rudders, right? Okay, coming down. Now we're going to go to level flight here. Hold it up, just like slow flight. Hold it up more. Okay? And that's how you do it. That's your landing right there. Okay, right on the center of the runway. Beautiful. We'll take it down to the end. Very nice. Wow. At the end there too, I was off the control, so you were able to feel how much force it takes.
Ah, I like that.
It's just all a matter of speed management. That's more than anything else. Landing an airplane is hitting your target airspeeds. Right? And if you're not on those target airspeeds, knowing what to do to get to those.
739 Tango Whiskey, Paul to the tower, right down, your discretion, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Cessna 9 and Tango Whiskey.
So once you're Charlie, taxi to parking via straight ahead hangar side and just monitor ground, good day.
Okay, straight ahead hangar side, monitor ground, good day. 13, what's your Charlie? Okay, we'll stop right here. We'll do our after landing checklist. It's on the other side, I guess.
Okay. After landing, immediately exit runway, flaps up all the way up, strobes and landing lights off, landing lights and strobes off. Mixture lean for taxi. Okay. And then we're going to contact ground. 1250.
And he said just monitor ground, so just flip over to 1250, and all we have to do is just have that tuned in. We don't have to say anything.
Okay.
And he said straight ahead, hangar side, back to Advantage Aviation.
Okay, here we go.
A little bit. Now, you know, as you know, you'll have to ask you, I bet you now, by now, as we're getting down closer to the runway, almost about to land, I bet you're not nearly as anxious. I bet you're more calm now than you were at that first flight, weren't you?
Yeah. I'm not as petrified as...
Yeah, and that'll continue. So, and as you can relax more, you know bad things aren't going to happen down there. Then, and you know how to control the airplane.
We were about ready to land. I thought the plane was in great shape, but you were putting right rudder. I can feel you putting the right rudder in.
Yeah.
What was the reason for that? Did you feel?
Yeah, I felt the nose going a little bit to the left. Plus, I wanted to. I actually maybe overdid it just to accentuate the fact that you want to keep your feet. Students. Initially their feet are more or less dead. They don't move. I was moving them basically to wake your feet up. So if you felt that, good.
Yeah, that was a lot of right rudder that was put in there.
Yeah.
And I was,
like I said, I don't recall, but maybe I overdid it just to accentuate or exaggerate the point.
So, when you're telling me to line up on the runway, I felt like at some point it was good, but then you said I'm to the left, and then you were correcting it. So am I lining it up?
Well, perhaps just like on the taxi. But all right, let's go slowly here and see if we can hit this bump right there on the end of the line. Just very slowly. Get a little right rudder because there's a little slant to this terrain here. Slowly, a little slower. Keep going a little bit more. I bet you're gonna hit it. Okay, right there, boom. Let's right there. Oh, well, we missed it. Okay. All right, and then shutting down.
Okay. Toggle switches off except beacon. Okay.
Beacon stays on.
All the time.
Until the engine stops. Okay.
And then avionics switch off.